Okay, these arrived today and they arrived very quickly. I'm looking forward to using these. They're just simple with a pod cover. I just want to check out and see how they work in comparison. Like I said, you want to test out different stuff. So these also come in black. But, I got white so that they could reflect light around them. Which is always good. Bounced light is more light. Anyway, the tops aren't just tops, they have little vents on them. So I thought that was cool. Otherwise, you could just use, some container from friggin' Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts with a dome and put it on top. So these, I know someone said on the page they don't fit exactly on there, so the person just sat them on top. But I have to agree, these don't fit on great. There you go. Unless you really click them on. But when you do, let's see if they'll stay on. They do. But I bet you if you squeeze it even a little, I'm wrong. It stays on. All right. Great for aeration, but more important, the bottom is not completely flat. There's a little bit of a lift. I like that. Our other ones do not have any lift to let water out. What's the point of having these holes if they're flat on the ground and sealed with the surface underneath them? Anyway, I'm gonna put 2 hazelnuts in here and probably some chestnuts when we get them to sprout, and the larger peach trees that we want to compare with the tree pods and tree pots. In addition to the hazelnut cubes, I'll call them micro cubes. No, I'll call them mini cubes, and those can be the micro cubes. But these are the small cubes, mini cubes, whatever. 1 cardboard, 1 open. I'm gonna fill them both with soil and put. I'll put 2 in each. See if they sprout. Actually. Yeah, I'll put 2 in each, and then the other 4 here. So on this one, I don't know if I can do it without taking the phone off the case, but this one I did not put cardboard underneath. I just put the soil directly in. And then on the other one, I put just a little piece of that cardboard I was using in the bottom of the others. I want to see if these holes are small enough to not use them in the future. And that's that. We're just going to put a hazelnut in each one of those, and those are ready to go. Where's the other guy? There he is. One guy's here, one's back there, and then there's some in the little tent. Pretty cute. Our wild seedlings have gotten larger. You can see they've exploded in here. That container just had a couple of them, and they went ridiculously wild and high with growth. At first I was like, oh, maybe these are some of the pear seeds I tossed in here. No, I've looked them up, and inside you can see how large they are. Over here, they are much smaller. I'm fixing a picture frame while we're on this. Yeah, I looked up the plants, and it looks like it's tomato. And what made me look them up was they were smelling a little different. Not quite like lettuce. They smelled a little like don't eat me. And I was like, oh shit, this doesn't look edible. And I know tomato leaves are not edible. And I'm glad I looked it up. The only other option is that these are like wild lettuces or something along those lines. but everything I've looked up does not look like this. So I think somehow in the compost, tomato seeds got in there, which is really weird because I don't even eat tomatoes. I've been off of them for about 3 years now almost. Haven't even had red pizza. It sucks. I live in Brooklyn near one of the best, these are just seedlings I threw into the cup. But yeah, live near the best pizza, can't eat that. But everything else is doing okay. Number 1 Hazelton is doing pretty dope. The other ones are kind of stunting on us. This one's coming along, but Hazel has shown the most progress. Hazel, the number 1 stunner. Look at that. That's been what, 2 weeks? Everybody else is just teeny tiny. Those are supposed to be plums. Not plum, pear. There's another one, tiny pear. So we'll see what happens. I am just adding an update for this week. It is January 6th. Hazel the hazelnut is doing pretty well. I mean, look at this growth. This is insane, right? Not sure if I'm gonna trim any of these leaves. I know it grows kind of like a bush. This pear, this hazelnut, we're using side leaves. However, look at this pear that burst to life. The bottom leaves are a little purple. I looked that up, and it might be a fungus that is known to hit pears, but those are American pears. I have to look up specifically Asian or Korean pears. Otherwise, the overall look of the plant is really perked up. It was kind of droopy last night, and then I watered it, which is crazy because the fungus happens when you overwater. But I am seeing a little, here we go, purple on the stem. See how the base is purple, and it goes up to green, and then those leaves are purple. This little guy, using this bottle experiment everybody talks about, I don't know, the soil looks really wet all the time, and this little seedling has had no growth since it's been in there for a week. But we'll see. I just wanted to see what would happen with it because everybody rants and raves about it. Over here, had some pears pop up. 1, 2, 3. The rest we just, tossed in some soil to see what would happen. Nothing so far. But these bad boys are doing pretty well. No pops from the others. We'll see what happens. But we don't have any pops from our outdoor or indoor seeds either. Just an update. The pods are still nice and steamy. Nothing has really popped to life. It's only been maybe a week. And the wild mystery tomatoes have gone insane. These things are over, I don't know if you can see how deep the pot is. They're over a foot tall already, the ones that are in the pot. And the ones that are in these little ones are pretty big. And then these are, I just want to see what the difference would be. What would grow faster. And these are slower. Guess it's not as much nutrients, huh? These guys aren't getting as much light. They're extras. I'm probably going to toss them. I asked my neighbors if they wanted any of them to keep inside. This bad boy, this guy has exploded. I'm really happy I repotted him. I didn't repot. What I did was I added soil to the top, worm castings, because quite frankly, the person in the room that was staying in the room with this plant, it just straight up died. So now this one's going on vacation downstairs. We'll see if we can perk this guy up because tons of leaves fell off and it was just wilted and dying. It's been down here for about 12 hours. No, 18 hours, and it already looks better. It's looking brighter and greener, and these leaves are pointed up. It's leaned against the wall, but even this one drooping is a little happier than it was. So checking some projects off the list. I'm gonna finish painting this guy, but I repaired it. All four corners broke. It has been glued, set, sanded. Now it needs to be painted. It's a picture frame. That's all I have for you folks. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe so that you can see follow-ups to my epic seed project and all the misdeeds along the way.